This is Lainey with Fine Dandy AussieDoodle, and we are having picture day. So Sven is helping us, and Jody is out trying to gather the toddlers. So we finished this group. You guys done with your pictures? Let's put Sven in here with you. We'll hold Sven. All right. So man, the weather changed overnight. The last 2 mornings we have woken up with, hey, serious frost. So a couple things we have going on, just to kind of update you. We are breeding one of our females.
Hey, Cooper!
Hey, we're on live. Takes a lot of yelling here to get the dogs to pay attention. That was our Layla. Layla is here volunteering. And I've told her when they don't listen to you and they go the other way, you need to say, hey! She has learned very quickly and she's doing a fantastic job. So anyway, this will be the longest space, so either I get a really good vacation or something. But if the breeding takes, okay, the funny part about the breeding was we had Buster in because it was his turn and for the breeding. And he was dating her and they were hanging out and eating lunch together and going on long walks. And it was time for them to breed. Hey, Missy. And he just wasn't doing it. So he just was like, hey, today's the day. Like, today's the big day. This is the day you've been waiting for. Nothing. And I'm like, Buster, if you don't do this, then we're going to have to bring in a substitute. And we kind of gave him some time because he did his work. He did all the pre-dating. And it was getting to the point where if we miss this breeding, I won't have dogs until like May. And that could be a financial disaster. So we had to have Nixon step in. So the last few days have been a little bit intense because Buster is mad. He is not eating. He's going on a hunger strike. Every time she walks by, he's like, whoa, and he just bawls. And it's like, dude, you had your chance, man, and you didn't do it. So Buster was eliminated, and we brought Nixon in. They both pull similar colors with this particular dog that we're breeding, but it's just funny because we've been breeding for, what day are we on? We're on day 4, so they're about done. And he is mad. He's like, I did all the work. I was like, I was the relief pitcher. You guys, I played the whole game and I was ready to finish the game out, and you just brought in that pitcher and do all the fancy work. That's how he's feeling right now. He's feeling that way. So this is Layla. She's the one that was yelling, hey!
Hi.
She will be here till December. It's her semester off of college. And so she gets a semester off, and then she goes 3 semesters. So she decided to stay here. So hey, any moms out there that have kids that are into this, we love the semesters off. So she comes here, she stays with me, and she's learning the gig. She's doing a great job. So anyway, we have a few dogs left. We have, where's my number on the board? We have 4 toddlers and 7, is that right? 7 littles available?
Yeah.
And 7 littles. Sven would be considered a little, but he's getting close to be a toddler. Toddler means they're 6 months and older, and littles mean they're under 6 months. Is that how we do it? No. 4 months. 4 months. I think it's 4 months. Once they reach over 4 months, they're toddlers. Under 4 months, they're littles. So we have dogs that we can place. Now, the puppies that, if this breeding takes, they'll be born December 22nd or 23rd, so right before Christmas, and then they'll be available 8 weeks from the date they're born. So we really, as far as Christmas puppies, unless somebody wanted to see a brand new newborn and say, that's your puppy for Christmas, we can do that. We can put a little Santa hat on that baby and say, that's your baby. We can put it in a little box, but it can't come to your house because it'll be brand new. So we kind of have Christmas puppies, but not ready to come to your house yet. But we have these guys that will be here too. There'll be a few here left. And like we've always said, the longer they're with us, the better they are. And I have customers right now that can absolutely attest to that. I had someone come the other day and they go, well, we kind of wanted a toddler, And the puppies they ended up picking up were the littles, which were still really well-behaved dogs, and they says, yeah, with the toddlers, we know that we've put a lot of time into them. So anyway, all is well. I just thought I'd let you know that that's kind of what's going on. And Jody is getting ready to bring in my toddlers. She'll show you the difference in size of a toddler and a little.
He's one of my faves.
These are fave. Okay, so hold up their bodies. See? That's the difference.
This is Isla Mae's baby.
Yeah, this is Ida Mae's
Oh
baby.
no, it's not. It's Riley's baby.
Riley's baby. So also, here's the good thing to see about this, okay? So Sven has not lost his puppy fur yet. He's still he's got all of this fluff, and he has a lot of fluff. Lots. And I'm going to let Jody take over the camera and show him now. He's lost his puppy fur. This is all his under.
Yeah, Reese we shaved down a little bit.
So
Come here, Reese. Come on, baby girl. Come here. You're good. There. Okay, you're good.
she doesn't
Okay.
like being held like a baby.
I know.
Clearly.
She's good. So her hair, all her undergrowth is coming in with her adult hair. She's beautiful, guys.
So one thing, I had a question yesterday from a client, and really quick I wanted to go over it. So when your dogs sit on you, and they're on your furniture, and they're not leaving hair behind you, they're a non-shedding dog, okay? So, you know, now when they're losing their puppy fur, you may get some fur on you, but you know, when you have a dog and they go, oh my gosh, you have a lab, don't you? You know, you know it, you know a shedding dog, okay? You see it on their hair, you see it on people's clothes. So someone called and said, hey, do your dogs have undercoats? And my answer is absolutely yes. All Australian Shepherds have undercoats. I've only had 2 or 3 dogs that carry the majority of a poodle coat, that carry that are so curly, that if their undercoat you wouldn't even recognize it because it's so poodly. But for the most part, yes, the answer is yes, your dog will have an undercoat. And she was worried. She says, because I'm combing it and hair's coming out. And it's like, that's normal. You guys, the hair your dog is born with is not the hair that they're going to die with, okay? I know that sounds like a dumb thing to say, but here's why. When we brush our hair, we get hair in our brush. When we brush our dogs, we get hair in our brush. You're going to get hair in the brush. And that's fine because this dog carries Australian Shepherd and they have their undercoat. Okay, and undercoat is great because undercoat is what keeps them cool. It's also what keeps them warm. We love the undercoat. But they're still going to want to blow some of that undercoat out twice a year. The undercoat is what blows out. And so when you're brushing your dog and you get some of this undercoat coming out, don't panic. It's all right. Your dog isn't shedding. It's not losing its hair. It'll still look as beautiful. It's going to genetically do the same thing that an Australian Shepherd does. It's just not going to do it all over your house. It's not going to do it all over your furniture. It's not going to do it all over your clothes. But when you comb it, you can, with those rake combs, you can kind of thin that out. It doesn't damage the undercoat. It just tells you it's the time of year that hair is kind of thinning out. How they get rid of it on their own, they go in the grass and they roll and they itch and they shake. But pretty much, you know, when you're combing it, it kind of helps take that out. If we don't want it to go all the way out, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you're brushing your dog and hair comes out, don't panic. That doesn't mean you have a shedding dog. It just means some of the hair that's coming loose, that new hair is coming in, because all we do is continue to grow hair. When you get your dog shaved at the groomery, or you go and have your dog groomed, you know, 6 weeks down the road, dang, got to do it again, because that hair just keeps going. So don't panic, but that's your little hair lesson on shedding and dogs and undercoat. You guys make it fine and dandy. These beautiful guys are available. You can find our application forms and policy forms on Fine and Dandy AussieDoodles.com. So if you want to know how to do it, first place is go on my website, search us out, and fill those forms out, and let's do a Zoom call. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.